Hello. Last time I made a video about what depression is not. There's a link below this video to the other video I made about what it is not. Um, so I'm going to make this video telling what it is. There's obviously a very, and I'm talking about clinical depression, not a depressed mood, not temporary situational depression or any of those things that I don't know about, but what it is, the clinical depression. It's a disease. It has a neurological basis on it. Um, Neurotransmitters involved are serotonin and norepinephrine, and others, but these two are most medications are based on these. Often people think it's that people lack these neurotransmitters. Well, the story is a bit more complex. Um, there's a as I understand it, um, there's a lack of transmitter receptors on the receiving ends of neurons, um, and that is why it takes time for medications to work, because it takes your whole brain has to adapt on a different level, and other factors are involved are neuroplasticity, um, and brain inflammation. That's why there's a theory that omega-3 fatty acids might work for depression. Now, the whole neurological basis of it, and the biological basis of it, I'm not knowledgeable enough about this, so I'm going to describe to people what it feels like in my case. And it can vary on how it feels, case by case. But obviously, a lot of cases are pretty similar, so my case will perhaps resonate with a lot of people. It started out with pain in my stomach, a lot of very physical pain. It felt like a black hole in my stomach, like there was a black hole in my stomach. Um, all the joy out of life disappeared, all the pleasure disappeared. This is called anhedonia. Movement became more difficult as I wanted to move but I couldn't. It's known as avolition. My sleep pattern, or it was pretty disturbed in childhood, but became even more disturbed. Uh, Hunger started to go away. And I have chronic depression for 8 years. So how it exactly started, I can't pinpoint it. It was it's not like something happened, oh, now I am depressed. No, it's a very gradual process. It's a very gradual process. Mm. So there's a lot of physical pain to it. There's a great deal of emptiness to it, and a great deal of feeling disconnected with the world. This emptiness, a void inside you, a void from everything. And there were no emotions. There was no feeling except for pain, suffering, and this void, this emptiness. That's all there was. There was nothing else for 8 years. It still is. Now the pain has disappeared after I started venlafaxine, Effexor, an SNRI, serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor. But the depression is still there, but it's a lot less severe than it was without this medication. What else does it feel like? It feels like you're dead. it feels like you're dead. I used to hurt myself physically so I could feel I'm alive. Because you feel your meat, it's dead. Um, every day, every second, it's all the same. There's no variation in moments. Every moment is the same. It's all gray, it's all dark, it's all black. Just a long, sluggish existence. There are no breaks. There is not a moment that you have, oh, well, now I don't feel depressed. No, no, no. That's not exist. That does not exist. Every moment, every second, you're confronted with it. You're confronted with it. Every moment. There's no break. So you feel that inside, then you feel disconnected from the world, from the outer world. Everything seems a bit surreal to you, or everything loses its that lively spark that's just not there for you. You see it around you, that others, and you see those lively organic spark in people, but you don't have that. And you feel it, see it all around you. Like, reading was very difficult because I felt detached from the human language. You know, you can get really detached from the world outside you. All the DSM symptoms you can look up by yourself. Just check the Wikipedia article. Then it feels like literally a big weight on your shoulders. You're very tired all the time. You're very, very tired. And there's this huge block of lead on you. So, and you're carrying this burden. You're always carrying this burden. And that just tires you. So you become so tired, and eventually you lose your concentration. And all goes into repressing your suffering and dealing with your suffering, and eventually nothing, you can't do anything. I couldn't eat. I couldn't, it would take hours for me to go from my bed to my bathroom, even though I really needed to, like, go to the bathroom, or it will take hours for me if I had a sandwich in my pocket, and it was right there, but it would take hours for me to get it because everything is so much. Every activity every mundane, simple task becomes such a huge, huge thing because you're dealing with this burden continuously. I might make a part 2 of this video. This was then the introduction to this video, to a series of how it feels. But yeah, I'm gonna take a pause for a bit. Might make a second video. Okay, thank you for watching. And if you haven't watched already, watch the video on what depression is not. It's called depression. Thank you for watching.